Do sex hormones play a role in lupus and lupus flares? Stay tuned as I break down how sex hormones can impact lupus onset and the way that we feel with lupus each and every day. Stay tuned. And welcome to my channel. I am Coach Jenny, your holistic nutritionist, and I created the Eat School to empower women and the communities with autoimmune diseases like lupus to take control of their health. That means adopting healthier eating habits like a plant-based lifestyle and ultimately transforming your health so that you reduce inflammation and feel better. Have you subscribed to my channel yet? Make sure you subscribe for more juicy content, everything lifestyle, and providing you with holistic nutritionist tips. Before we get into this juicy discussion, I must disclaim that I'm not a doctor, I'm a holistic nutritionist, and this video and further videos are meant for educational and informational purposes. Make sure you consult with your doctor before making any dietary and lifestyle changes. Okay, many women have lupus symptoms when estrogen levels are too high. That's called estrogen dominance. Symptoms of lupus particularly manifest during childbearing years, which means that 90% of females have lupus. So there's definitely a hormone implication with relation to how you get diagnosed with lupus in the first place and how you manage your flares. A quick crazy statistic: men with Klinefelter syndrome, that's a mouthful, Klinefelter syndrome, that have an extra X chromosome, most of the time get lupus, and that hormone dominance gene that turns on lupus. Now, why does too much estrogen even matter? Well, if we think about our hormone system as a female, we have different menstruation cycles, right? We have the follicular phase, where we shed the lining of our uterus, right, during our menstrual period, and we prepare to drop some eggs, right, in our ovaries to prepare for ovulation and fertility. But if your body's natural cycle is out of balance, right, if you have too much estrogen, especially during your menstruation phase, then your body can produce all of these different side effects. Now let's talk about all of these symptoms of estrogen dominance: leaky gut, hair loss, weight gain, irregular periods, heavy ass periods, PCOS, fibroids, cold hands and feet, not being able to lose weight regardless of how much you're exercising, right? All of these are signs, headaches, right? The list goes on. But all of these are signs of estrogen dominance. Oh, and stress. Stress is its own category, y'all. Can we talk about stress for a minute? Stress is an exposure to our lives regardless of what's the day, right? What's the time? We could get stress from our jobs. We can get stress from our families, our relationships, our children. We can get stress from just the unknown, right? Being constantly fatigued as well, that doesn't help. So stress is a big external factor that directly impacts your hormones, okay? Now let's go back to endocrine disruptors. In the beginning, I talked about exogenous hormone factors, right? Those external factors that impact our system, and they're foreign to our body. So what are endocrine disruptors? They are disruption found in different products and household products, even the foods that we consume, that can disrupt our hormones, right? It comes into our body as a foreign invader and it produces excessive hormones. Estrogen. Estrogen. Our estrogen receptors are activated, and a couple of these foods are dairy, for example, and then those other endocrine disruptors that are found in skincare products, for example, and beauty care products. I was just looking at how detergent has a toxic chemical called sodium borate, which is actually banned in the EU. This directly impacts the hormones. There has been risk of reproductive harm in this product, yet we use it in Tide, in the Tide laundry detergent, right? So there's a lot of things that we just don't know about these products that we're using and consuming that can directly have an implication on our hormone system. Yes, there are ways that you can start to take control of your hormones today, specifically your sex hormones, to help regulate your reproductive system, to help regulate your mood, how you feel every single day, and be able to live a fulfilled life during your period, right? So that you're not crouched up in your bed and on your couch in so much pain, because I've been there, right? And until I started taking control of what I put in and on my body, I was able to really start to change the way that my period showed up on a monthly basis, right? And I'm still learning, right? It's still a process. If you add COVID in the mix, that's another just big question mark, right? But I want to give you some tips today as a holistic nutritionist, as a lupus warrior, on how you could start taking control of your hormones today. All right, so it is a process. It is a journey, right? And it requires a combination of your doctor care and your personal advocacy, okay? Now, what I mean by that is you have your gynecologist and you have your endocrinologist, who are very important doctors that will help you do an assessment of your hormone system. So make sure you get a really good, credible endocrinologist and gynecologist that's going to help you really get to the bottom of the root cause of your hormone imbalances, okay? And make sure that they're thinking about the combination of lifestyle medicine, which means how can we change the way that we eat? You might need a nutritionist to help you with that, right? But how can you also change your lifestyle? How can you reduce your stress, right? How can you move your body in an optimal way to help regulate that blood flow, to help regulate those hormone levels, to help balance your cortisol levels, right? All of this plays an important role, and also your sleep plays a critical factor on your hormone system. Next, a very important part, right, with your doctor care is also just to speak to your rheumatologist about it, right? Because it's also very important to see how well your liver is doing, how well your liver is processing your protein, which also has a direct impact on balancing your hormones, right? Thinking about all of those different metabolic factors that play a role in your hormone balance. Most importantly, as I said before, looking to incorporate more hormone balancing foods, also known as anti-inflammatory foods. These foods are found in the plant kingdom. Thinking about whole foods, right? So eating fresh nuts, seeds, beans, legumes, those type of foods are going to provide foods and chemicals with healthy chemicals of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory properties, anti-cancerous properties, and also omega-3 is very important to help regulate the hormone system as well. So making sure that you are linking up with doctors, endocrinologists, rheumatologists, gynecologists, and also supplementing your care with the nutritionist, right? A holistic nutritionist that's going to help you figure out what foods are going to be healing to you and how you can change your lifestyle so that you feel better. Let me know what you thought about this video. Make sure you put your comments down below and let me know if this information was helpful. My mission is really to provide that information, those insights, those statistics, and showing more of my lifestyle to help other people with autoimmune diseases like lupus take control of their health, reduce inflammation, and feel better. If you're looking for a holistic plant-based nutritionist to help you take control of your health, sign up to my newsletter, take a look at my website, and schedule a free clarity call. Thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel and listening in to this very important topic and revelation. And just to give you some sources for you to do your own research, we went to lupus.org. We also use research and information from the National Institute of Health And also just tracking my own personal experience over the few years, being a holistic nutritionist, a plant-based nutritionist, and just seeing some imbalances in my body, but also seeing how my body has changed over the past couple of years have been critical to help me from an experiential standpoint really start to tap into my hormone system, right? So hopefully you are inspired to do the same, and I'll catch you on the next video.